Well, Coach, just you guys are, I think, 20 days away from open tip-off. Man, how do you feel like the team has gelled thus far?
You know, that's a good question. We're at that time right now where you practice against each other the whole time, so you get mad at each other, and you get mad at your players, and your players get mad at you, and that type of adversity brings about cohesion. And I'll just say we're ready to play another team. There's no doubt.
20 days. I mean, it sounds like Coach Schwartz is pretty happy with where y'all at defensively thus far.
Sure.
Are you, having worked with him before, do you feel like he's truly happy with him?
Coach is a unique defensive mind. He's a really good defensive mind. He's unique in that he's a positive person. And most defensive coaches are generally mad all the time, and that's not really him. So he usually, if a guy puts forth the effort, which is what defense is about, he's generally pretty happy with you. He's not just caught up in your mistakes. He's caught up in the effort.
Has there been one person that has kind of stood out on the court so far to you?
Well, golly. The biggest thing to me has been the returners, maybe guys that didn't play a lot last year, and seeing what they're capable of, from Javon to RJ, Luigi, Winston's getting healthy, Brandon. Am I missing anybody? Returners. Well, regardless. Who'd you say? RJ, yeah. They're good players, and when you come in and you see maybe a low amount of minutes, you have a certain expectation, but I mean, maybe there were guys that didn't get opportunity. I don't know, but we've been really pleased with all those guys. They've really bought in and their skill level. I mean, they've gotten good, and they've been in the gym, so I've been impressed with all those guys, to be honest.
Recruiting-wise, I know you can't mention names, but it seems like you're off to a good start. So how do you feel like the feedback has been on the recruiting trail?
When we first got here, Coach, he really wanted to make an emphasis on recruiting North Carolina guys. And when we first started making calls, I'm a Texas guy. I call cold calling high school coaches, AAU coaches that I don't know, and they're all saying, yeah, we want you to recruit our guys. And when we talk to the kids, we have had to make an impression first because their perception of ECU, just being honest, we've had to change it that we are going to recruit North Carolina guys. So the initial feedback was, hey, you got to prove it to us first. But it's been well received since, and as you said, we've had success.
It's Coach Schwartz's first head coaching job. I know y'all go way back. So
Sure.
How do you feel like you and the other assistants have been able to help him make this transition thus far?
Man, any assistant coach or staff member in the country will tell you just when you feel like your head coach has got it and he's not a nervous wreck all the time, it's an unbelievable game changer. And obviously, as you said, this is Coach's first head coaching job. But I'm telling you, man, Coach he's not some dude that just fell into coaching. He's been dreaming about coaching since he was born. Like, that's just how he is. So he's such a well thought out person. Being his assistant, all of us, it's easy. We just fall in line with what he wants. It's been really easy.
You guys were picked to finish last in the conference because nobody really knows what you have, I guess. But how did you guys take that, or does that matter?
Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter. But the way we took it, just like any program would, motivation, I can't say if I was in other people's shoes, I wouldn't pick us last because if you didn't know about the program, they don't know what we do every day, and I totally get it. But, there is a chip on the shoulder, there's no doubt. And Coach has done an unbelievable job of making sure our players know that.
Well, Coach, you guys are, I think, 20 days away from open tip-off. Man, how do you feel like the team has gelled thus far?